Yes, we're live again. Hi everyone. Yes, thank you for joining again. I'm just going to pin in the conversation, the title, while I wait for more people to join. Hi, good evening. I am Jaman. Thank you. Okwayemi, thank you so much as always. Steven, thank you so much for joining. Good to see you. Thank you guys. Thank you for always being a part of this conversation. Thank you so much for always showing up. I appreciate it. Let me pin the conversation up right away. 8 easy jobs. Yeah. How are you guys doing? How has been your day? Please let me know in the chat room, the comment section. How has been your day? Pin comment. Yes, we've done that. Pinned. Please feel free to share this with your people. Please share this with your friends. Please share this on your page. Dayo is welcome. Vivian, thank you. Welcome, guys. I appreciate it. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's conversation is going to be interesting because it's very practical. I told someone today that, we are wrapping up this next week. Sandra, welcome. In fact, she's the one that just joined. I'm going to bust you. Adiogo, thank you for joining. And I said, we're wrapping up next year. She was like, but you said this thing is for 30 days. Yes, it is. We're wrapping up end of the month. The rest of the sessions or the rest of the challenge will be done via another platform. I could use Clubhouse or LinkedIn just to make it balanced, So it's going to be a well-rounded conversation. But for the live session, we'll be wrapping up next week. So I want to really put so much value into this as much as possible. Olori Adenike, thank you for joining. Guys, please feel free to share this. Easy French with Medina, thank you for joining. I see you all. Thank you. Thank you for the people who have been a part of this from day one. You joined in the middle. You joined us just yesterday, or today is your first time. I see you all. Thank you for joining. Just a bit of a background as always. The Borderless Summit. Today is day 8. We've tried 8 good days of impact. And we've been having conversations, just really defining the narrative for African talent, shaping culture, borderlessness, global positioning, branding and visibility, attracting opportunities, client acquisition, mindset mastery, right? Strategies for making money online. It's been a well-rounded conversation in my own opinion. And we've touched on freelancing, we've touched on, LinkedIn optimization, resume. I think we've not really dealt with resume very well, but we touched on it. We've talked about, how to get clients and all of these things. We've talked about affiliate marketing. We've talked about pivoting, changing careers, understanding your journey, right? And so it's been a well-rounded conversation. Thank you so much, Easy French with Medina. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I just really hope that today's conversation will be of value as well. And so what are we talking about today? Freelancing for beginners, right? 8 easy jobs that you can do. Why is this very relevant? A lot of people have been a part of this session. People have joined. People have been following me for years as well, listening to me talk about freelancing, remote working. And they're like, okay, tell me, I don't have all of these skills that you mentioned. I don't have these things that you talk about. So where do I start from? How do I start? Some people are students. Some people are new to the world of, career. Many have never worked for anybody, but now they want to start freelancing. So you're wondering, what job can I do? What type of jobs are available for people like me that are beginners with little to no skills that you can start? And that's why I said this conversation is going to be very relevant. We're keeping it 30 minutes, except there are questions, just so that we keep it very relevant. But before we go further, guys, I want you to just do me that favor. Please share this. Share it on your Instagram, copy the link and post somewhere. Just let people know that we're started. And one of the first things that I wrote down, is you can't predict the future. Nobody can. Because somebody asked me today, and I think it's a very important question, is What is the future of freelancing? I think it's a very, very fundamental question. What is the future of freelancing? You know, Temi, you talk a lot about freelancing. You share a lot about how much money we can make. But, you know, things come and go. Seasons come and they go. So what is the, yeah, thank you so much, Okoyemi. The 8 and 8. That's so strategic. Oh, wow, that's true. You know, I never thought about it. 8 easy jobs on day 8. So good, right? That's good. Thank you for that. I should pin that, you know, but just so that people have an understanding of what we're saying. I'll come back to it. You know, so the question is, what is the future of freelancing? Tell me, you talk a lot about freelancing. Many things have started. The days of MMM. You know, things started and then they are no more, right? So are you sure that, Oyin, thank you for joining. Are you sure that this thing too will not stop working? And this is my answer. And if you have similar questions, you have similar concerns, whether you're on this live or you're going to listen to this on my page, or you're going to listen to this or watch this on YouTube much later, whatever time you're listening to, this is an answer. Freelancing is not just the future, it's the future of work itself. Remote working is the future of work. That is exactly the work of COVID. COVID came to disrupt the traditional employment system, the working system, and it gave us a lot of possibilities, what we never thought was possible in the working system, in the career world, in employment system. It disrupted a lot of the traditional ideologies that we have, and that was what gave birth to remote working and freelancing. Of course, they've been existing before that time, but what really made it clear that yes, every organization can adopt this was really the COVID-19. Because you didn't have a choice than to work from home, and we needed to find the tools, we needed to find the strategies, we needed to find the best way to operate, you know, remotely. So I know people are getting back to work, but you also know that many people now want flexibility. Many organizations are also cutting costs. Even you want enjoyment, you want to work from home. I'm currently doing a research. Why are people preferring to freelance? Why do we want to work from home? Top on the list is flexibility. People want that flexibility to say, you know what, I woke up by 10 a.m. That is when I want to start working. Flexibility, like I don't want to work from Lagos. I want to work, I want to, are you guys still there? Temi Honey Crown, thank you for joining. You know, so the flexibility is top on the list, right? To say, you know what, I want to work from anywhere. Very closely related to flexibility is the freedom. The freedom to choose the clients that you work for. A lot of us are in toxic organizations. You can't leave because you are earning salary. You have to go. You don't want to go to work, but you get up every morning, you go. You know they are still going to shout on you. You are still going to be embarrassed today, blah, blah, blah. But you still go. Why? Because you don't have a choice. But with freelancing or remote working, you have the flexibility. Now, this conversation is not about advocating for remote work. I am just letting you know that it is the future of work. Just today, coincidentally, right? In one of my work, one of the things that I do in my global talent acquisition work is I have found out that international organizations are beginning to look, and it's one of the motto and the mission of my startup, Abnovately Africa. We want to bridge the gap between African talent and, you know, the opportunities that are available. Why? Because international organizations are beginning to find out that we have a lot of skilled talent in Africa, in West Africa, in Nigeria. And they know that they can engage you from your country. You don't even have to be in their country, right? Of course, you're going to be earning money that will be a big deal to you, but they will spend more in their country if that's what they're going to be charging. So it's a well-rounded conversation. It's the future of work, remote working or freelancing, whatever name you want to call it. It's the future of work. It's not going anywhere. It's not a buzzword. It's just what it is. It will keep getting better. The platforms will keep changing. It might not be Upwork tomorrow. Upwork might have another competition, but we know that remote working, freelancing is here to stay. And I just wanted to lay that foundation for people who have similar questions. So, but let me get right into the conversation of today. And I'm hoping that you guys will have questions. Please feel free to share it. You can write it in the comment section, or you can use the question mark section so that it doesn't get lost in the crowd. I'm able to see the questions. And the first thing is freelancing for beginners. The first role I want to mention is the virtual assistant. Almost everybody can act as a virtual assistant. And almost everybody have done it before. You just don't know. You've assisted your mom. You've assisted your boss, your line managers, your senior colleague. You've done this for someone. You can do it remotely. It's one of the easiest jobs. Of course, there are dynamics to it. There are things you probably need to learn, like tools of work, but it's the most fundamental thing to assist someone online. It's what you do physically. You are simply transferring it online. What does the work entails, right? Just like a personal assistant or administrative assistant. Okay, take this document, review this document, send an email, reach out to this person, schedule a meeting. You do these things for yourself. You can do it for organizations. You can do it for a CEO. You can do it for, a top level executive. You can do it for a manager. You can be a virtual assistant. It's one of the easiest things you can do. Welcome, guys. I see you all. I'm sorry I'm not mentioning name right now, just so that I don't lose my train of thought. But I see you all. Thank you for joining. Peter, Davies, Mike, Moore, Shei, Fumi. Thank you all. Thank you guys for joining. That's the first thing. You can be a virtual assistant. And how much do they earn? From $5 an hour, $10 an hour, $20 an hour, $50 an hour. You can earn as much as you want as a virtual assistant. That's number 1 on my list. Number 2 on my list is transcription. Now, transcription is you listening to an audio or a video and literally writing out what they said. Now, not translation. Translation is a very good job. If you have a skill like you can speak French here, or Chinese, Mandarin, Swahili, whatever, you can speak all those language and you understand it, you can go for translation. But it's not so common for people to understand several languages. So I'm going to keep it as transcription. You can listen to an English video, an audio, and then literally write it out, what they are saying. So let me give you an example. I can decide to say, you know what, for all the sessions that I've had over the last 8 days, right, I want the content in written form, and I'm looking for a transcriptionist to do it for me. I am going to have maybe 20 videos or 15 videos, and I want to send all the videos to you to transcribe. That is a lot of money. You can make a lot of money from it on Upwork. You can charge per hour. You can charge by the number of words or how long it takes you. You can charge for a fixed fee. This is something you don't need to learn in school. You don't need any special knowledge to do it. You're listening literally to what the person is saying and you're writing it out. It's one of the easiest jobs. And there are a lot of it on Upwork. There are a lot of it online. You can get it. All you have to do is to have that attentiveness, a capacity to listen, the patience to listen and to write it out. I remember one of the jobs that I had earlier in the year. It was with a female coach who was a Muslim. She was coaching new moms on how to raise their kids in the Muslim way, in the Islamic way. And she had a YouTube channel. And what she does is to post 15-minute video, 10-minute video teaching them about something about parenting. And if you watch those videos on YouTube, you see the literal translation or transcription of whatever that person is saying. It was one of the work that I did. Listen to what that person is saying, write it out literally. That's transcription. It's a job you can find online. If you search right now, you find it. If you go to Upwork, you find it, and you can make a lot of money. These are simple jobs you can do. That's number 2. So if you're here, we said number 1, you can be a virtual assistant. You don't need any special skill. Number 2, you can be a transcriptionist. You don't need any special skill. The third thing is a researcher. And what is researching? We all do that every time. You see a news, you are gone. You've gone to Google to search it out. You saw something interesting, you've gone to search what is going on. That's researching. These things are the things you do for yourself effortlessly. There are things you do almost on a daily basis, right? You search, you research things. You see a news, you want to know what is going on. You see a concept, you want to understand it better. That is researching. There are a lot of companies online, a lot of people online who need researchers to help them. It could be for academic work. It could be for professional work. It could be for a project. It could be an organization. It could be an individual who need a researcher. You know what? I have given people to do research work for me too. You know what? I need you to help me research. How many so do we have in Nigeria? For example, how many real estate companies do we have in Nigeria? Or how many insurance companies do we have in Africa? There are a lot of jobs like that. Things you do for yourself, you can do it and then you make money. You can do research work. The fourth thing on my list is called cold calling. Cold calling, you call all the time. You don't need any special experience. There are a lot of companies who need cold callers. If you search right now, even on Upwork, you might find thousands of jobs in this area. And a lot of times what they want you to do is to call companies, call individuals on their behalf. I have done this as well. Everything I'm mentioning here, there are things I've done before. And I can tell you for free, they don't require so much. They don't require anything special. Guys, give me a few seconds. I think I need to drink water or something. Right? The fourth thing is cold calling. And let me give a very practical example of a cold calling. There was a company that I worked for. She's an Indian woman. She ran a software development company. They build websites for people. And what she wanted me to do, our target market are companies in California, right? IT companies, not just IT companies, but companies that need websites. And what she would just do is get someone to get the contact details of these people. Your job is to call these people. There's a script you need. If you don't know it, they don't have, this is one of the strategies you can use to even get the jobs. Ask them, do you have a script? If they don't, you can develop one. And the script is just the same words. It's the script you're going to use to call everybody. If you're calling 100 people, there's a script you're following. Example is, hello, good day, my name is so calling from so company. My name is Temi, calling from out Novetli, Africa. I'm the CEO and the marketing executive, and this is what we do. Over the last 5 years, this is what we do, and we found out that your company can benefit from some of our offer. So there's a script, straight to the point. You're offering them value. You're showing them what your company can do. If they want, they tell you yes. If they want you to call back, you call back. If they say no, there is no. In fact, every one of you, people do that to you now. DSTV is always calling you. They do that to me all the time. DSTV is always calling you. Oh, there's an offer for you. That's cold calling. Anybody can do that, and you can make your money per hour. I charged $20 per hour when I did cold calling for someone, right? And you can determine how many calls you can make in a minute, depending on the length of the conversation. It's up to you. So that's the fourth one. I think this is one of the simplest things. You don't need experience to do. We said number 1, virtual assistant. Number 2, transcription. Number 3, researcher. And this fourth one is cold calling. Sorry, guys. The fifth one, nobody should laugh. Oh, I know the people that can laugh. Don't laugh because I drank something. The fifth thing on my list is data entry. This is also one of the most easiest job you can do online, right? Data entry. And what is really data entry? Some companies might want you to input certain data, and a lot of times there are collaborative tools that you use, like a Google Suite, like Google Doc, like Excel. They want you to input certain data, or go to LinkedIn, the name of this person, their organization, or their role, put in the name, the role, years of experience. It could be any data at all. Oh, Lord, I didn't get, you are laughing at me. Don't laugh. Oh, I know that people will laugh, and I know I won't mention name because I drank something. So you can do this. It's very easy. You don't need any special experience. They tell you where you need to find the data. They tell you what you need to look for, the fields that are important to them. So let me give a practical example as well. I can tell you that the assignment I'm giving you as a data entry person or specialist is look into this huge file. What I need you to extract from this huge file is the name, the email address, and maybe their LinkedIn profile. I do this a lot, almost every time. So when I'm searching for a particular role, or I'm searching for a particular candidate to fill a particular position, what I'm literally doing when I'm searching for them is data entry. When I look at your profile on LinkedIn, what I need, I don't need everything I see on your LinkedIn profile. What I need is your LinkedIn profile, yes, your link to your profile. Then, to get the data, I need your name, I need your email address. Sometimes I need your salary expectation. How much do you want to earn per hour? How much is your salary expectation per month? You fill in all these things. There are ways to automate it as well. In fact, let me tell you one of the strategies to getting data from people that is very easy, that I practice all the time. It's one of my work as a process analyst that I present to organization. Instead of asking people one-on-one for the data, you can create a Google Doc. Just send the link to them. All the questions you would have asked them personally, have it in the Google Doc. Send it to them, and it will automatically populate on a Google sheet, just like an Excel. Do you get how this works? So instead of asking 100 people, sorry, what's your name? I need this information about you, your email address, your salary expectation, your LinkedIn profile, your CV. No. Put all these questions in a Google Doc. Just send the link. And when they fill it, it populates in the same place. It makes it easier. It makes you move faster. That's the 5th thing on my list, data entry. Very, very easy to do. Anybody can do this. Number 6 on my list is content creation. Sorry, I'm going again. Content creation. You do this all the time as well for yourself. You create content. So maybe a lot of us are not active online. It's because there is no monetary value. If you see people always showing up, it's because they've seen value, whether monetary or not. But imagine they are paying you for what you would naturally do for yourself. It's the same thing. And this is closely related to the researcher work, because you can research. Sandra, stop. Sandra, don't make me laugh, please. You can research, and then you can use that as content creation. What is content? Content is simply, content could be in tell you, what are you drinking? I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm drinking. I refuse to mention what I'm drinking. If you can guess what I'm drinking, you would win something tonight. You're going to win, no, not tonight. You can win something before the end of the summit. If you can guess what I am drinking right. Or before the end of today, you can guess. But let me get back to work. And then I'll give you a gift. Agree? A deal? Yes. Let's get back to work. So content creation, it could Coke. No, it's not a, oh my God. Let me confirm. I don't even know what I'm drinking. I'm not going to talk. Back to work. Content creation, it could be for a social media page. It could be for a blog account. It could be for email marketing. So somebody has an email list. They want to be sending newsletters to these people, or they want to be blogging on their website, you know. But you said you wanted to drink water, Sha. I didn't see water close to me, my sister. I shall carry something, you know. Coke, big sis. I'm not going to talk. Good evening, ma. So you can create the content, right? It could be for a social media page. So I could decide to say, you know what? I need someone to be creating content for me. I am not doing enough. Choose, it can't be coffee because I'm using a glass cup. So it can't be coffee. Now, except you are whining me anyway, but let me get back right into it. I can decide to say, you know what, I'm not doing enough, and I know I'm not doing enough on my page. And I'm looking at what a lot of people are doing on their pages. I want graphic designs, or I want carousels, I want to create more reels, I want to do more memes. I need the content, the body, the articles, right? To begin to create those type of content. To begin to create that type of, pushing that type of content out. That is a work somebody can do. You don't need so much than to research. Okay, what is your field? You are in real estate. Or what is your field? You're selling fashion. Are there fashion codes? Or what is your field? You are in HR, consulting, career coach. What are the career coaches doing? You are not copying, but you're researching. What type of content should you be creating? You go online and you put these things together. Maybe create a content and then share with the person. Closely related to this is the 7th point, which is the social media manager. You have your page. You are connected to me right now because you have a social media page. Your pages might not be top notch. You might not have a lot of followers. But a lot of clients sometimes, yes, followers are important. But a lot of people just even need to gain traction. They want the consistency. They want someone to be constantly pushing out content, dishing out relevant things. Consistency first. And before you know it, especially if you're posting the right thing, you might begin to gain the right audience. So somebody here, you know how to, maybe on your personal page alone, you already have 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 2,000. How did you do it? Maybe some of us can learn from you. Maybe some of us can give you the job. You don't even have to wait for Upwork to get this type of job. You don't have to go all the way to Upwork to be able to see this type of jobs. You can get it around you. There are people, there are elderly people, there are some mommies, some aunties, they don't have time. You can handle their pages for them. They are selling something. You see them selling something so beautiful at work, and you're like, do you know if you begin to put these things online, you might get more clients. You might get more people seeing what you're doing. You can help them transition online. You can begin to help them post it online. That's what you can do. And the last thing, which is the 8th thing on my list, in fact, it's not on my list, but it's from my head. The 8th thing is also product photography. You don't have to be good with photography to actually take pictures of products for people. Exactly, it's the Google Forms. Exactly, that's what I mean. You give them Google Form and it fills into who is this requesting for to join the live? Eunice. I don't know this person. Eunice, let me know why you're requesting to join the live. Right. The last thing is the product photography. It could be, photography of a person, but it could be product photography. You know those people around you, and you see what they are posting, you see what they are selling, and you know that it can be better presented. You have maybe you have an iPhone and they have an Android phone. You can help with that. A lot of us know how to edit. You know how to change the background. You know how to remove backgrounds of photos. There are tools we use. I think I have an online course on even how to edit photos. Like if you go to my profile right now, you look at my pictures, they look so professional. A lot of them, some of them, not everything. I use my mobile phone. I have an online course on that, for example. It's my phone. I have the tools I use on my phone. I could monetize that. A lot of you know how to take good pictures too. You can monetize that. Yes, I have an online course. Oh, yes, I do. And there are tools I use. You can do it on your phone. Edit these pictures. Make money on it. There are people around you, makeup artists, beauty people, fashion people, whatever they are. They need good photographs to capture what they are doing, to show a representation of what they are doing. You can do this. How? With your mobile phone. And then you give them the final product. And before you know it, you don't need a camera to do this, like, a camera, but you can use your mobile phone. Get them good pictures. And then you charge. You can charge as high as 2,000 naira per, Oh, it's fine. All sparks. Oh, I thought you wanted to come on board. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I think for me, those are the 8 most basic skills that you can start with as a freelancer. We don't need to start talking about those deep things like project managers, like software developers, or like data analysts or digital marketers. Those things are deep. These are so basic. They are powerful in themselves. They are easier to get. Low cost entry. You don't need any money to start this. You don't need to learn so much. You can leverage on what you already have, and then you can begin to build capacity as you grow. At least with this, you can even begin to get some money. This alone can motivate you to say, you know what? If I can make $100 from this thing that I did, then I can make $1,000. That was exactly how it was for me. I started with so little. The first hour I did was just 10 hours. $10 for 10 hours. And then before you know it, I did $15 for 10 hours. And I'm like, if I can be making $600, then at some point $600 per month. And I'm like, if I can be making $600 a month, I can make much more. From there, I grew to, $800 a month, then 1,000 something a month, to $2,400 a month. It's very, very possible. You can grow into these things. You can start from where you are, like we said yesterday. You can start from where you are. You can grow into it. You can build more capacity, but at least start something, do something. With that, you are motivated to do more. Thank you so much, Peter. I see you, and you've given all the summary of everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. At this point, I would like to take questions. If you guys have any question at this point, this is the time for it. Please ask your questions, and I'll be able to answer it. I had a very long day, but because of the commitment to be here, I said I must come. I don't want to be that person that if I disappoint myself, then who can't I disappoint? So I said I'm going to come, because I said I was going to come. I had meetings back to back. I had coaching clients that I attended to, and I'm so happy also today, because one of my freelancers got a job. He got a freelancing gig, a full-time freelancing gig with an international company, very major. It's going to be earning thousands of dollars a month, and I'm so happy. And I think that's the highlight of my day, to be honest, because as at last week, I was sad because one of the issues we are facing as African talent is our internet connection. You connect to have interviews with international clients, and your internet is messing up, disconnecting you. So there's been a lot of complaints about Africans, especially Nigerians, West Africa, Nigeria, that what is wrong with our internet? Is it that when you are having your session, your interview, your video is blurred? It's very blurred. We can't share our video. Or in the process of the interview, you are disconnected. You are being disconnected like 2 times, 3 times. It passes a different message to them that if you cannot successfully have this 15-minute interview with us, how do you want to do the job? A job of 40 hours a week, a job of 20 hours a week. How do you want to do this? 160 hours a month. So it sent a lot of wrong signals, and it's been a lot of concern for me. I don't see what I can do about it apart from sensitization, letting African freelancers know, or my own freelancers, the people in my community know, or my friends know that have alternatives. I'm sure I'm not a service provider for internet. I wish it's something I can do, right? Yeah, that's a correction. Cold calling. Thank you so much, Vivian, for that. We can adjust that. Cold calling, yes. You know, there's nothing I can do except there is a business idea around internet service providers, but I think we have a lot of them already. It's not something an individual can really solve, except yes, maybe they can, but that would really be helpful, just so that we rise above the limitations, that is constantly plaguing us as African talent. It's a lot. So I was really happy today that he was able to scale through all those processes and he got a job. Hello, Timmy. Thanks for the session. Please, my question is that I have an account with Upwork, but don't really know how to really leverage on it to attract the kind of jobs I can do. So what kind of job can you do? Because this is the issue a lot of people have. You don't have a peculiar issue. It's a common issue. A lot of us don't know how to leverage to get clients on Upwork. And it could be for so many reasons, like I say. It could be your profile. It could be the field you are playing in. It could be your positioning. It could be your proposals. It could be your pricing. It could be anything. Those are the 4 P's that I start with. But give me an example. What do you do? What type of job do you do? Or sparks. But on a general level, you can go back to your profile. See what you can tweak. See what you can adjust. What is your pricing saying? Is it commensurate to your level of experience? Because a lot of times we overpromise and we underdeliver. It's better to underpromise and overdeliver. So you can, with that, people are able to acknowledge, respect you, and then they know that, okay, you said you were going to complete this in 5 hours. Awesome. You completed it in 2 hours. They will give you more. You've attracted them. Okay, data entry, code calling, these are good jobs. You just have to take it more. Maybe there are things you need to tweak. I want to ask her, can one apply for this freelance? Is it through LinkedIn? Okay, let me just quickly respond to Sparks. I can do data entry, code calling. Yes, you just begin to look at those jobs. What are they looking for? Do you have them represented on your profile? What is your pricing? Is it entry level suited? Is it intermediate level suited? Is it expert level suited? You want to check the profile you're sending. Maybe in your profile you are talking a lot about yourself. Let it be about what the client wants. I tell my coaching students, when I'm doing my coaching, because I have a coaching program for people who want to get into freelancing. It's a 6-week coaching program. If you want to be a part of it, you can send me a DM. All of this that I'm doing is sufficient, but if you know, you know. Some people literally need hand holding. For some of you, you need us to go through your profile together. You need us to literally walk through it together. If you know that's your type of person, you need help, you want us to have that conversation, then you should be in my DM. Let's talk. Maybe 6 weeks is too much for you. We can slash it into, so we can have 3 weeks coaching program for you, or 4 months coaching program for you. I have all that, so we can discuss better. But on a general level, you want to look at your profile. You want to look at your positioning. You want to look at your proposals. What are you saying in your proposal? Because to be realistic, if you also want to find a job, or you want to find someone to do a job for you, you would naturally want to go for the best. You naturally want to look at the people who are who have written the right words, what you are looking for, what is appealing to you, and somebody within your budget as well. So you want to look at those things. Just do a reverse engineering. Don't look at it from your side. Look at it from a client side. Don't forget, sometimes you are not the one, not even sometimes, every time you are not the only one applying for a job. You also need to know the timing. When are you applying for these jobs? A lot of people apply for jobs when there are over 50 proposals already. The chances of getting to you is really slim. On the 28th person, they can find who they want. So you want to position yourself right to apply for jobs at the very early time of posting. Right. I hope I've been able to answer that. Let me quickly go to... Thank you, Loco Baba. I agree with on the promising. Absolutely, buddy. I am a manager. Kindly patronize us. Thank you, Okwayemi. Thank you so much. Yes, under promise. No, it's actually under promise, then over deliver, not underperforming. I think that was a mistake. But under promise them, then over deliver. With that, they're like, oh my God, you said you're gonna finish this in 5 days. You finished it in 2 days. Wow, that's good. With that, you get more leverage. Let me answer this question. Didima said, please, I would like to seek your assistance. The live video was quite insightful, but please, I want to ask, how can one apply for these freelance jobs? Is it through LinkedIn? You can apply through LinkedIn, and you can apply through the marketplaces like Fiverr, like Upwork. Upwork is really my forte. That's where I've been. All this conversation has been about Upwork. Exactly, on the promising. Thank you so much, buddy. So you can do through LinkedIn, you can do through Upwork, you can do through Fiverr. There are lots of marketplaces, but Fiverr and Upwork are the top two. Upwork is the top one, so you can leverage on them, you know, to search for the jobs. Is there any other question? If there is none, thank you guys. I'm waiting if there's any other question, but I think it's been a great time. I guess it's been or what do you guys think? How has the session been? And don't forget, right, no one can predict the future. Like I said at the beginning, there's no job security anywhere. One thing is sure, the security that you're looking for lies within you. It is your capacity. When you are growing in a job, you're not doing it for your boss. For example, when you are growing in your skills, it's not for your boss. It's for you at the end of the day, because by the time you apply for a bigger job to get more higher salary, it's not your boss that is going to earn more salary. It's you. So in whatever thing, in whatever learning, is still on you. Somebody told me today sincerely that when she sees these opportunities, she's under pressure. I think a lot of us are like that. When I talk about things like this, it puts them under pressure. Like, oh, there's a lot I need to learn. I'm not sure I'm ready for it now. It's meant to push you. That's the goal. Yes, it's meant to push you. Like, yes, you can do it. Get to work. Maybe there's something you need to learn. Maybe there's a capacity you need to build. Maybe there's something you need to expand on. Yes, that's the goal. It shouldn't make you uncomfortable to the extent of running away. No, it should make you dig in more. Okay, if this is something I want to do, if this girl, what she's been shouting, said, let's even see. Is this something I want? Is this something I can do? That's the goal, right? That's the goal. Thank you so much, guys. I want you guys to do me a favor. It was something beautiful that started yesterday, and I think I'm going to start doing that for all of my session. Please take a screenshot of this live like this, then post it and tag me and mention one thing you learned. You can post it anywhere, WhatsApp, Instagram status or story, whatever, just, or a Facebook, whichever one, but make sure you tag me. Please do a screenshot and write one thing you learned at least in this session and tag me, and I would be able to see it. That would help other people to see it as well, and it will help me know that I'm doing something good. Help me know I'm doing a great job. At least I'm trying. I bet I'm not trying. Thank you so much, Vivian. Thank you, I appreciate it. Big Sis, thank you so much, ma. Peter, thank you. Had a great time. Certainly on my way to your DM afterwards. Absolutely, I'll be waiting for you. Ajibade Charles, thank you so much. Being so busy. Hey, you're well done. But thank you so much. So guys, let me know if you're doing a screenshot. Don't go a screenshot when I'm opening my mouth. Oh, do a screenshot now. I'm ready. Do the screenshots. I guess that was good. All right, guys, let me stop playing around. Thank you so much for being a part of this. This session will be saved as well. Tomorrow, I'm having a guest. Tomorrow is going to be a great time as well. Tomorrow, I'm going to be speaking with... Now, the first time I heard that the school fees in Norway is for free, and there are opportunities there, remote opportunities, physical opportunities. I'm like, really? So I'm going to be having my friend tomorrow. It's my guest for tomorrow. He's currently in Norway. He's going to be talking about the Scandinavian countries and the opportunities that are abiding there, not just for Nigerians or for a lot of people, but people don't know. Your masters, your PhD, everything is free school fees, and there are jobs waiting. And I'm like, wow, maybe I should look at that. So I think I'm going to be bringing him tomorrow. Let him talk about it. One of the interesting things is you can also move with your spouse. Your spouse will be getting salary as you're schooling or working. And I'm like, wow, your children free schooling too. I say, okay, now this sounds like it. So I'm going to be bringing him tomorrow, guys. Please be a part of it as well. If you know people who are thinking of Jackpot. So the conversation tomorrow is really about Jackpot or not, and the opportunities that are bound in those areas. Peter, you are laughing. Vivian, you are laughing. Thank you so much, guys. Looking forward already. Yes, tomorrow is about Jackpot. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate this, and I'm looking forward